You didn't fall back to sleep, did you?
Shabbat Shalom, y'all.
Huh?
We're back with reading of Genesis, Bere'shiyth. And in the last video, we were discussing, we read Genesis chapter 20. And kind of a little bit of a repeat to what happened with Abraham and Sarah when they went into Egypt, Mitzrayim. And because they had went into the south country and went to see Abimelech, and same thing. They both said to everybody that they were siblings, brother and sister, which they weren't really lying. That was the case. So Abimelech went to take her, and that evening, Yahweh appears to him in a dream by night, and Yahweh is, "You're a dead man," and so he's like, "Well, why?" Well, and he said, "Because of this man, she's a man's woman." And Abimelech's like, I did this out of the innocence of my heart. Like, are you gonna slay my nation? You know, and she said that he's my brother, and he also said she's my sister. And so, and Elle was like, "Yeah, I know, I got you, and I caused you not to do this for your sake." So he said also to, give her back to him, and he's a prophet. He's gonna pray for you, and you're gonna you'll be all right. But if you don't, you're gonna die. You and all your house, everything, gone. So he wakes up early in the morning, and he calls Abraham, like, "Hey, what the heck, man? You said this, like, what did you see exactly that you did this to us?" And he's like, "Well, didn't really seem like anybody was in reverence to the creator of the heavens and the earth. This is what I did. So I also told my wife that this is your loving commitment that you give to me whenever we go to a place and they're like, yeah, well, this is what you're going to say, that I'm your brother, you're my sister, yada yada." So uh, that being said, he's like, "Well," so Abimelech, he gives him a bunch of gifts, a bunch of things. And so, uh, including 1,000 pieces of silver. It doesn't really, I'm not sure how big that piece was, but 1,000 pieces, that's still quite a bit of a moolah. So, um, this is going on, and he reproves Sarah. He's like, your husband's a covering to your eyes, you know. And so she was reproved. This is something going on here that tugging on me. I'll have to go back to that sometime. But for now, let's jump into chapter 21, the book of Bere'shiyth, Genesis. See what it says. See what's in here for us. Man, it's a gorgeous day. I might just jump outside. And Yahweh visited at Sarah as he had said, and Yahweh did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived, and bore Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which Elohim had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bore to him, Yitzhak. And Abraham circumcised his son, Yitzhak, being 8 days old, as Elohim had commanded him. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son was born unto him. And Sarah said, Elohim has made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, Who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children for suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age, and the child grew and was weaned. And Abraham made a great feast the same day that Yitzhak was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Mitzrayim, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Yitzhak. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And Elohim said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in your sight because of the lad, because of your bondwoman. In all that Sarah had said unto you, hearken unto her voice, for in Yitzhak shall your seed be called, and also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is your seed. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and took bread, and a bottle of water, and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder. And the child sent her away, and she departed, and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. And the water was spent in the bottle, and she cast the child under one of the shrubs. And she went and sat down over against him a good way off, as it were a bowshot. For she said, Let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him, and lifted up her voice, and wept. And Elohim heard the voice of the lad. And the angel of Elohim called to Hagar out of heaven, and said to her, What ails you, Hagar? Fear not, for Elohim has heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in your hand, for I will make him a great nation. And Elohim opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water, and gave the lad drink. And Elohim was with the lad, and he grew, and dwelt in the wilderness, and became an archer. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a woman out of the land of Mitzrayim. And it came to pass at that time that Avimelech and Pichol, the chief captain of his host, spoke unto Abram, saying, Elohim is with you in all that you do. Now therefore swear unto me here by Elohim, that you will not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto you, you shall do unto me, and to the land wherein you have sojourned. And Avram said, I will swear. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of the well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. And Abimelech said, I knew not who has done this thing, neither did you tell me, neither yet I heard of it but today. And Abraham took sheep and oxen, and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What mean ye these 7 ewe lambs which you have set by themselves? And he said, For these 7 ewe lambs shall you take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me, that I have dug this well. Wherefore he called the place Bere'shiyth, because there they swore both of them. Thus they made a covenant at Bere'shiyth. Then Abimelech rose up, and Phicol, the chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistine. And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and there called upon the name of Yahweh Elohim. And Abraham sojourned in the Philistines' land many days. This concludes the 21st chapter of the book Bere'shiyth, Genesis. We will catch y'all on the next one. Blessings, and hope y'all are enjoying these.